There are some places that I return to often, wanting to meet someone for the first time again. The beach is one, which sounds romantic because it was something extraordinary to me. Still a vivid memory of a man I hadn't met yet, taking photos of the sunset as I laid back on the sand alone, writing. Watching a little, like I always do. I'm the sort of person who hears a lot of stories and yet tells very few. I prefer to be the water, for a story I've never heard before to swim. Yours. In mine, I was angrier than I've ever been. I was throwing shoes against the walls and wiping off the footprints. When he comes up now, again and again, I tell those closest to me that I wouldn't be who I am now if it wasn't for him. I tell them that he gave me the courage I needed to move on to the next phase in my life, which is sort of a lie, because at night, I still remember how our legs intertwined and how he kissed me on the cheek. Yeah, maybe it's the synchronicity that gets me, but also, no one had ever kissed me like that before. And it surprised me. By then, it had been 8 months since we'd met each other on that beach for the first time, not a memory. He abandons his camera for a moment to sit down beside me. I've been writing, but also watching him. He catches me. Hey. Hi. He leans his body back into the space beside mine in this impulsively surreptitious way. And my voice flutters. A cascade of leaking, airborne water droplets. A rainstorm crashing over a dehydrated lake. Yeah, it always happens the same way. Wait. I can't believe I'm telling you this. Well, I can. And I remember telling you how I've often imagined myself living in a home with an overgrown tree in the backyard. Nestled in the middle of this tree, there's a branch that fits my body perfectly. Every morning I climb up and I find it again, then spend the rest of the AM reading in my imagination. But I don't tell you that this hasn't only ever happened in my mind. I did try it once. It hurt. The branch burrowed itself into my back, and my effort to balance myself surpassed the meaning I was trying to garner from every sentence, every word, and in the end, I felt absurd to have ever tried to read in a tree at all. But I didn't tell you any of this. I only said, in my imagination, I'm part of the fantasy. Now, your voice against mine has this strained familiarity. And that day on the beach has this inevitable quality that I still remember. In spurts of conspicuity, your hands twisting, stomach clenching, and then that snap. A fleeting moment, captured. Later to be edited, shadow added, and light adjusted. When I'm told let go, I wonder if people know that this is what I need to let go of. And that to let go of this would be to admit that sometimes memories don't mean as much as you want them to, and yet sometimes they do. If you don't leave now, I'm going to kiss you. I swear that he said this. And I swear that I was there to hear it. Oh God, it was exhilarating. Every word he said invigorated me. But our actual first kiss took place almost a year later. An afterthought, after a puff of weed on your way to the washroom. Then later, a gentle kiss on my cheek. Do you still remember how our legs intertwined as we slept and I dreamt that I was there? Don't worry. This doesn't have to be the only time. What I've learned since that night is that some memories weave themselves into our lives like a spider web. There are some which keep the rest in formation, but still others that devour us whole. Did you know that this one still intoxicates me? What I've learned since that night is that absence is in flimsy, and that sometimes I need flimsy feelings to strengthen my life, bringing something stable to who I am now without them. For the water and the bridge are both mine and I'm fine, but late at night, I often find this memory again. Remember how your eyes began to speed read mine, looking for a story, not an echo. Just a few particles of sand in your hand brushing them away. Touch only ever happens once, forever. But you are still my favorite fantasy. Thank you.